Am I the meanest?
Punch drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Punch drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Punch drunk.
Well, who am I?
Punch drunk.
Who am I?
Punch drunk.
I can't hear you.
Punch drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Cállense ahí, que estoy haciendo un nuevo video por aquí, coño, que cállense, me está acostando, muchachito. Sorry, sorry, me good father, okay, me good father. You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Lobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho. Dímelo, mi gente. Ladies and gentlemen, you read the title, see the thumbnail. Some of the people gonna be like, you know what? I understand what you're trying to say, Punch. I understand it. I mean, why? Why does Bud Crawford gotta say those things? Why does Bud Crawford gotta raise bait? Why does Bud Crawford not selling the fight that we all want to see? Why is Bud Crawford not trying to give a young phenom in the sport of boxing in the welterweight division, you know, some airtime, huh? Why does he chasing a semi-retired legendary man like Manny Pacquiao? What does Terence Bud Crawford want? What does he want? Why does Bob Arum don't even give a damn or don't even want to work with Terence Crawford anymore? He said, that's it, I'm done with him. Let Todd the Buff deal with him. I'm done with him, huh? What is Bud Crawford doing? What is Bud Crawford saying? Because he doesn't say too much. What is wrong with Bud Crawford? The guy that's regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. You already know I got Canelo #1, but you already know there's pugilists in the sport of boxing out there that considers Terence Crawford up there. The frustration of Bud Crawford is, what have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 ooh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Then what have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. How's Bud Crawford gonna say that Vergil Ortiz ain't ready? Ain't ready. That he ain't ready. Maybe Bud Crawford, you are Bud Crawford, aka the Sea Fighter Slayer. Because it seems like when it's time for you to get up for a Kell Brook, oh yeah, you like that type of fight. Amir Khan, ooh, you like that type of fight. The Green Machine, and they only say Green Machine because they can't pronounce his goddamn name. So who you fighting, Bud Crawford? Some guy, the Green Machine. Either ESPN, they was lazy to put his real name. They'd be like, just say Green Machine, you know. I mean, we don't even have time to pronounce his name. All right, let's just call it Green Machine. Shit, you know. Fuck. Shout out to the people in the chat. What's good? Let me say what's up to the people in the chat. Master Hand, what's good? Mr. Pussy. Luna, Whiskey on the Rocks in the building. Guy, Angel, Yono, Angel, Boxing Time. DJ Saddam in the building, what's good? DHP Jr., Raw Boxing TV. Everybody shout out to Raw Boxing TV. Subscribe to the channel inmediatamente. Puerto Rican Rum in the building. Palo Viejo, Guido in the building. BX in the building. Ralph, let's go. Magic, Dímelo, Tycho TV in the building. Subscribe to the channel. El Nachismo, ¿cómo está mi gente de lo mío? Ricardo, Danny, MP, Angel, Eldor, UK47 Boxing. Subscribe to the channel immediately. Let's go. UK London. Subscribe to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Let's go, Jorge. Vamos a hablar de esta vaina ahora, de verdad, hoy ya. Ain't gonna be no pussyfoot around here. Excuse my lenguaje. No. Se acabó la vaina ya. Hey, I ain't finished. We being nice, okay? No more nice around here, okay? Estamos hartos por aquí ya. Hey, what that means? Hey, Google that, harto. Okay? We harto. I speak Spanish. You don't like it? Hey, I don't care. Y bilingüe right here in Potron Boxing. Okay? Es bilingüe que se habla aquí, coñazo. Hey. Si no te gusta, pues vete para la mierda ustedes, coño. Spanish is first language in America today. Okay? ¿Me entendiste? Now. No. Ya me está cansando la vaina con esta cosa. Don't do it. Don't do it, Punch. Don't you talk about. You see, even when we don't want to talk about this race bait and things of that nature, here comes Bud Crawford. Canelo Alvarez is shying away from fighting black fighters. ¿Ve cómo es la mierda? ¿Ustedes entienden we have to go through around here? Eh? Just taking credit and crédito, eh? Yo, Tony, what's good, my brother? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate you, bro. Huh? I'm telling you, folks. Even when there's no race, it has supposed to be no race issue. People create race. That's the problem. High, low, dímelo. If it's moonshine, it has to be great, like Frosted Flakes. This is the thing that I have a problem with, y'all. CDM. This is the thing that I have a problem with. It's not that there is no racism in America or in the world. It's not that there's no race issue. The problem is when people create a race issue when there's no race issue. That's the problem. And who always brings up the race issue when there is no race issue? Why? Why do you have to say that Canelo Alvarez, who has fought Floyd Mayweather, who has fought Austin Trout, who has fought Shane Mosley, who has fought Daniel Jacobs, who has... Oh! Why? Here's the Canelo Alvarez has fought Lara. He's fought a Cuban-style fighting. Y Lara tiene, tú sabes, negrito. Es Lara, negrito de los hispanos. Huh? For Lara, Cuban style. He fought a Russian style in Kovalev. He fought the UK style, and Smith is going to be fighting the UK style versus Billy Joe Saunders, in which we regarded one of the slickest fighters in the sport of boxing, because también people want to see Canelo Alvarez fight somebody that is slick. Somebody that is slick. Fought Triple G twice. When Triple G was the boogeyman. The boogeyman. When he was pound for pound. And when we talk about the pound for pound, how many pound for pound fighters fight another pound for pound fighter? How many? You go tell me right now. Go tell me your goddamn pound for pound list right now, and tell me another pound for pound fighter that's fighting another pound for pound fighter right now, inmediatamente. Dímelo ahora mismo, coñazo, eh? Talk to me. Bud Crawford is number one pound for pound in a lot of people's eyes, huh? Number 1, 2, 3. Can you tell me a pound for pound fighter he fought? Huh? Because I know Canelo did. I'm sure Canelo did fight a pound for pound fighter while he was pound for pound. I mean, we give him pound for pound fight. We put people on the list. Right? Tell me. Who? So we got Canelo Alvarez, who has probably the only one who has fought that it was a pound for pound fighter fighting another pound for pound fighter. Right? So we talking about the best. You want to hear about the best fighting the best? Because I think a lot of people out there got it twisted. All right? The best fighting the best is not the 1 and 2 all the time. You cannot fight the 1 and 2 all the goddamn time. If you fight the 1 fights number 4, it's still the best fighting the best. If the 2 fighting the number 4, if the 3 fighting the number 5, if the 5 fighting the number 1, it's still the best fighting the best. Un traguito con esto, vaina. Que hoy vamos a sudar hoy. Porque hoy se trabaja hoy. Today, we working. Major Key Boxing in the building. Subscribe to Major Key Boxing. Orlando Chavez, dímelo, mi hermano. Ron in the building. Good looking out, my brother. Good looking out. But Tender in the building, Punch. No. We're gonna, hey, We're going to talk about Bud Crawford today. Because Bud Crawford is probably one of the best talent in the sport of boxing. Pero la boquita, he mouth, he no good. It's no good. He don't talk shit, and he don't talk nothing. But when he talk is shit. Eh? Let's keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. We beg, Bud Crawford, come on, bud. You gotta talk a little more, bud. You gotta promote a little more, bud. Come on, talk. But then when he does open his mouth, we be like, yeah, cállate. Chara. As a matter of fact, ni hable nada. Chara. Right? We see Bud Crawford in the zone. After the Vergil Ortiz Maurice Hooker fight, and they're gonna ask Bud Crawford about the Earl Spence fight. Yeah. Let me see what Bud gonna say. Yeah. Hey Bud, what do you think about when you gonna plan on fighting Errol Spence? Why y'all keep asking me that? The fight is over. I mean, the fight is history, man. I'm not looking at that. I don't even want the fight no more. Diablo, mi gente. Para eso que tú estás hablando. The zone. Don't even put a camera on this guy no more. Don't put a microphone on this guy. Huh? And ladies and gentlemen out there, the people are frustrated. The people are arguing amongst each other. And channels are arguing with another channel. And you see the debate cage. And the debate, you know what I'm saying? These debate settings. And people are saying, no, Earl Spence is the man. And Earl Spence get the 60. And the other guy be like, no. But Bud Crawford been getting more millions, and he got more accomplishment. No, he deserved the 60. No, he deserved the 60, the 40, and the 90, and the 10, and the 80, and the 20, and the 50. He doesn't sell pay-per-view. Well, 300 pay-per-view, that's not fucking superstardom. You got the white TPC, you got the people in the YouTube nation fighting amongst each other all day long. And when I'm talking about all day long, I'm talking about all day long. Arguing amongst each other. Goals, and you already know when it comes to this boxing talk, it just stay boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. No, you don't know shit. What the fuck you talking to me like that? You talking to me like that? Well, you gonna meet up? Yeah, motherfuckers think like that. You can talk like that in front of the computer. People fighting because these guys don't even want to get in the ring. But I'm going to be the one, y'all. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one to see, like, you know what? All right. Everybody, calm down. Hey, you, boxing channel over there, calm down. You, boxing channel over there. Hey, you, over there. Listen up, everybody, white TBC, whatever group you want to be affiliated with, listen to Pondrong. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you respect me. I don't care if you agree or disagree. I don't care if you're a subscriber or not. Listen to me, motherfuckers. The fight that we all talk about, they're not willing to sell to us. Which means stop talking about it. Stop giving it light. But Crawford is not talking about it. He's not selling it. Earl Spence is not talking about it. He's not selling it. Bob Arum is not talking about it. He's not selling it. Al Heyman, you ain't never heard of Al Heyman. You probably don't even think that the guy that you only see 2 Google pictures is the real Al Heyman. Friendly Casper the Friendly Ghost. He's the machine of the Enter the Dragon. Of the Last Dragon. I'll show you. Nobody is selling the fight. I know it's freezing a couple of times. I know. Nobody's selling the fight. So people stop talking about it. Stop talking about it, yo. Ricardo, dímelo, mi hermano. Ralph, what's good? Stop talking about it. You know, we always gonna be talking about. And then the comments that Terence Brook Crawford made, I'm very disappointed in Terence Brook Crawford because I don't know. I don't know why he needed to say those comments. Damn, I don't know, man. This thing is freezing a lot. It's not freezing on my screen, but I could see it. I could see it on my screen right here. It's freezing a lot. Punch, he is fed up with the PBC BS. Nah. That's another thing. You know what? He's not fed up with the PBC. You know when you make a decision, right? And you know you effed up on the decision, but you want to blame everybody else? You know, I think we all been in that, you know, when we don't want to take accountability for what we done. Now, I'm not going to put my hands on anybody's pockets. I'm not. I know you heard this a lot. You heard that, yo, why did Bud Crawford sign the extension with Top Rank knowing that he was going to go to the 147 and try to campaign and try to pick a fight with the elite guys in 147? Why did he ain't sign with PBC or another entity that works with the PBC? Right? Yo, is this freezing a lot, or is it me? Or y'all see it? Yeah, when I was a kid. Okay, so we see that. We do that. So I think this is what it is with Bud, man. A lot of people, of course, is frustrated because of his opponents. We understand that. Alright. Hey, sorry, I don't know what happening. You know, feel like I'm in a Dominican Republic because no good. StreamYard. Let's punch drunk. Yeah, man, I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's see. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, sorry for the interruption and the technical difficulty. I think alright, it's updated the chat. Guiro, olvídate de esa gente, ya, Guiro, olvídate de esa gente. Ya, deja de estar hablando de esa gente, ya. Olvídate de esa gente, ya, que they don't have nothing, that's it, my friend. Bud doesn't want a career defining. Okay, so yeah, So I said on my description box, I said, you know what's is Bud Crawford trying to be the sea fighter slayer? Huh? Because I just don't understand. I just don't like the things that's Bud Crawford is saying. And me, if y'all been following the channel, I'm one of those guys that be like, yo, I want to hear Bud Crawford say more. And you know what? I even given Bud Crawford excuse me, I'm giving him a leeway in this sense that Bud Crawford, maybe he's just not good when you sit him down in the chair, you put the earpiece and have a one-on-one interview. I don't think he's an interview type of dude. That's just not a good setting. You got to get Bud when he's playing ball, when he's playing ping pong, when he's in the gym and he's acting like a fool, and you see the real crazy Bud Crawford. You see the chemistry with Bud Crawford right there. But sitting him down and talking, I know the networks, and I know Top Rank must be frustrated, and I know there's people out there that are gonna be like, yo, but Top Rank, they supposed to promote him. Bob Arum is the promotion company, he's supposed to promote him. But even though there are times when the fighter needs to sell, when you make dates and put them on the night show, right? Or you put them on an interview and have them on First Take, or you have them on Undisputed, or you have them on on Good Morning America. That's when Bud Crawford needs to sell. But he says like 15 words in the interview, and I know that ESPN and Bob Arum is like, come on, guy, knock it out the park. Knock it out the park. We got an interview with you. And go out there. We got you're gonna have an interview with what is it? You're gonna go to The View with the 4 ladies and knock it out the park. And then he's just boring, man. He's just boring, man. But Crawford can't sell a candy to a kid, man. Man, I tell you like that. He can't sell nothing. He's just boring. And exciting at the same. How can he be so exciting in the ring, but so boring? So I know how Bob Arum, one of the most prestige, y'all, promoter ever. And I know that we all have something against Bob Arum, but we also give credit to Bob Arum at the same time. Like if you're in the business for 100 years, you are going to make some mistakes. I mean, you can't be in the business for 100 years and not make mistakes. We all know that Bob Arum probably did good to one fighter, probably did bad to another fighter. I'm going to tell you like this. No promotional company, it has all the praise from all the fighters that they ever signed. Even Mayweather Promotions. Even the great Al Heyman. There's fighters out there that's actually frustrated that they still don't have a date to a fight. Trust me. I know. So not everybody is perfect. But we never seen Bob Arum feel like he can't do right by a fighter. But when it comes to Bud Crawford, the hell with him. I don't even want to deal with him no more. Publicly. Your main fighter, I don't even want to deal with him anymore. What took Bob Arum to that point of his career, his 200+ year career, that he's saying, I can't deal with him no more? Now, people going to be like, oh, maybe it's because Bob Arum doesn't like black fighters, right? And that's going to be, somebody going to throw that because, race is always coming to the play. Nobody can take accountability, right? He doesn't like to promote the black fighters, right? Right? That's what it is. Right? That's what it is, right? But I could see what promotional company could be frustrated with Bud when it's time for him to knock it out the park. When it's time to promote. Because there's money involved. We got to sell. And he does what he got to do when he's in the ring. But I just don't understand this. Because there's a lot of contradiction that goes into the sport of boxing. And a lot of contradiction with with independent media, with media, and the YTBC media. All I know is that before the what you call it? The Kell Brook Keith Thurman sent an offer. Now, he ain't sent one offer. He sent 2 offers. He called down Bud Crawford's bluff. Right there, Bud Crawford would have been like, whoa, yep, make the fight, Bob. Make the fight. Who lied about the $10 million when Keith Thurman never forward no $10 million offer to Bud Crawford? That was a lie. And I said it since day one. That was a lie. But I'm just a little YouTuber who's gonna believe me. Punch Rung, Mr. Moonshine, and K Love always K is us own. Who's gonna believe me? Ain't nobody wanna believe me. Excuse me. What's good, chat? Now you mad at Bud? Nah, I'm actually mad about Bud comment about Canelo Alvarez not shying away from black fighters. I think that was a stupid comment. I think that was race baiting. He didn't need to race bait at all. I don't know why he needed to say that. Look, I'm not frustrated. I know the fans are frustrated that we're not getting Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. I know the fans are frustrated with that. I'm not frustrated with that. You know why? Because I respect Bud enough that I don't feel like he should take any less. I don't feel like Bud Crawford should take less money. And I don't feel like Earl Spence should take less money. Thus, I understand both of these guys. Don't fight. Okay. You know why I feel like that? Because I'm not gonna hold myself into those type of moments and that mindset of being waiting like we all waited for Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. And when that fight finally came through fruition, boo! We waited for all of this. Boo! Boo! And we only waited on that because we don't know where boxing was heading. Because around 2015, around that time, everybody was saying that, yo, boxing is dead. The heavyweight division is dead. It's in a coma. We don't know where we heading. We didn't know. We didn't know where we was heading at that time. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez was there, but we had the aging legends. The Canelo Alvarez getting old. The Shane Mosley already got old. Not the Canelo Alvarez, I'm sorry, the Miguel Cotto. We don't know what's going to be next. Yeah, smash the goddamn like button. Excuse my language. Sorry, yo. Smash the like button. Everybody subscribe to Raw Boxing TV. Lisa Bales, what's good? Tony. So if you don't want Earl, so if you don't want Earl Spence, you're still chasing Manny Pacquiao, who you could tell is semi-retired. You chasing Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao already gave up the belt. Now I can understand you chasing Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao's a legend. Who wouldn't want to share the wheel with Manny Pacquiao? That's a pass. I get it. But now Manny Pacquiao don't got a belt. You had the chance to fight Ugas. You had the chance to get an Ugas deal, right? You don't want Earl Spence. You don't want to negotiate with Keith Thurman. You're trying to give Sean Porter $1 million. $1 million. $1 million, but you want to give Kell Brook $2 million? Really? And remember, Bud Crawford, I'm not saying take a pay cut. Your money is your money, because if I tell y'all, anybody out there right now in the chat, hey, yo, can you take a pay cut? You're going to look at me like, yo, Punch, my man, I ain't taking no goddamn pay cut. It's hard out here in these streets. I got to take care of my family, brother. I ain't going to tell nobody to take a pay cut, especially when you're going out there risking your lives, physically risking your life. No. I'm not going to tell you to take a pay cut. But Bud Crawford was the first one in this pandemic that said, I won't take a pay cut. All right, so there's no budging with Bud. There is no budging with Bud. Okay. You spoken, that's your money. It is what it is. Your guaranteed deal was $4 million plus. All right, good. But don't be looking at everybody else like they're the problem. Because your own promoter thinks that you're the problem. And Earl Spence thinks that you're the problem. And Keith Thurman thinks that you're the problem. And Sean Porter thinks that you're the problem. Everybody now looking at Bud. In which, probably months ago, people are looking at the PBC like they're the problems. At the end of the day, regardless how y'all may feel, Bud Crawford is the last one to come to the welterweight division out of the top guys in the welterweight division. If I was Bud, I'll be the Shannon Briggs to everybody in the top of the welterweight chain. I'll be going to, if I'm going to go to Texas, I'm going to knock on Earl Spence' door. If he's going to a restaurant, I'm going to the restaurant. I'm eating his food. As soon as the food comes to the plate, I'm Bud Crawford. I'm eating Earl Spence' food. You going to fight me or what? You go to the club and the bottle, you go to the club, you already know that Earl Spence like going to the club and he popping them bottles and stuff like that. And Bud Crawford's about to get a drink. Yeah, and Bud Crawford come out of nowhere and be like, Thurman, this is mine. You gonna fight me? Take the bottle away. Take that and blow the sparkle. You know when the bottle comes with the sparkling shit, with the fire, and he blows it out. But Bud Crawford gotta be the Shannon Briggs. The way Shannon Briggs was to Klitschko. That's why that Bud Crawford right there, he'll get the fight. I want to see Bud Crawford do that. Then you see Earl Spence, he's going over there, you know what I'm saying, about to take the chick to the hotel and stuff like that. And once Earl Spence and the chick is in the cover, Bud Crawford come out of nowhere. Hey, get on, you gonna catch me or you ain't gonna fight, yeah. And be between the sheets. I'm gonna have a threesome over here, motherfucker. You gonna fight me? I'm gonna get that pussy too. Excuse my language, that is a Christian show. But exactly, Justin. He gotta be the Club of Lang. Hey, woman. Hey, woman. Come to a real man. We need. Maybe Bud Crawford got a Mickey around there. Huh? There was handpicked. That's what it is. And that's Bud Crawford. You mean setups? That wasn't setups. It was good fighters. But not like this. Not like Earl Spence. He'll knock you out the road, bud. I think that's what it is. He'll knock you to tomorrow, bud. And why you doing this? Because you can't win, bud. Man, I had a bunch of defenses. That was handpicked. I think we need to see Bob Arum do the Mickey on Bud. But you told me that Amir Khan was still good, and you know what I'm saying. He beat Samuel Walker. You told me Kell Brook was good, and he had good outings. You know, we thought we was gonna get some money out of that because we thought they had a name. We thought we're gonna do a crossover. You know, and Green Machine. You told me that he was good. He was a machine and stuff like that. That was handpicked. Spence will knock you out to tomorrow, bud. Man. Or maybe this. You know, I'm just thinking about it. Maybe when he was fighting these UK fighters, like Amir Khan, where's Green Machine from? I don't know where Green Machine from. Where Green Machine from? But Kell Brook was Bud and Bob Arum actually setting up to gather a fan base, not to fight Earl Spence, not to fight Keith Thurman, not to fight Sean Porter, but to fight the winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, thinking that Josh Taylor will win and then get the UK fight with him. Maybe, because maybe that's what they're waiting for too. The winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. I don't know. Bud has the right to his opinion. Of course he has the right to his opinion, but Punch Drunk, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshot, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho has his opinion too. Shit. But I want to know why. Kobe in the building was good. I want to know why. Why? Oh, why? Why does he have to say that about Canelo when he himself has not fought black American fighters? Come on, Bud. You really gonna pull out Canelo's card, Mr. Bud? How about you? Who have you fought? What have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yeah. That's what we gotta sing. You remember, anybody seen the comedy, the stand-up comedy with Eddie Murphy? Raw. Remember Raw? Eddie. What have you done for me lately? But Crawford, what have you done for me lately? I won half. What have you done for me lately, bud? Eh? Hey, bud. We here fighting for you. What have you done for us lately? Eh? What have you done for me lately? Eh? Who'd you fight? Kell Brook? He damaged. Eh? Who else? Green Machine. I don't even know how to spell his name. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, bud. Who is the Green Machine? Are you going to fight the meaner machine next, eh, bud? Eh? The meanest machine, then after that, bud? What is that, bud? What have you done for me lately? What have you done for the boxing world lately? Please, bud, explain to us what have you done for us lately? Oh, Bud Crawford, he is the pound-for-pound man in the sport of boxing. But who are you fighting? You a C fighter slayer. A C fighter slayer are you, Bud? Eh? You say no to Aerial Pinks. You say no to Kitemen. You say no to Chomporte. You say no to Ugas. You say, I don't know with Pacquiao. You say no to Mikey Garcia. You say no to Danny Garcia. You say no, but then you have a Kool-Aid smile and you say yes to Kell Brook. What have you done for us lately, boy? Eh? And you want all the praise? Do you want all the praise? No. No. You want all the praise? That you a pound for pound king? A king don't act like this. King don't act like this. A king say, I want anybody. What are you prowling, huh? Even the old school Puerto Rican dudes be mad at him. The heroin addict. You know, the heroin addict. Hey, papi. How you doing, papi? Hey, papi. Hey, what do you think about Bud Crawford? I don't know, my man. You got that good though, papa. Who, Bud Crawford? He no cool, my man. You know. Hey, put a little salsa right there for me, okay? I don't know, you know, back in the day, I come from the days, Sábado Sánchez, my friend. I come to the day of with Frey Benitez. You remember Frey Benitez? Yeah, 17-year-old champion. I come from that era, my friend. Camacho, he crazy, boy. I come from an era where everybody want to fight. They don't give a fuck. Hey. Wake up, papi. Hey. How you doing? Yes. He's good, G. Remind me of 1987. Good. Mike Tyson fight everybody. Hey, my friend, right? Mike Tyson, you know. Bud Crawford, who fighting? Nah, but Bud Crawford is pound for pound. Pound for pound. Pound for pound it was. That's like me fucking all the ugly bitches and saying that I could get bitches. You know, it don't work like that, you know, my friend. That don't do it. Even I know what it is. What you said? Let me explain something to you, okay? When you think to me that Buck Crawford, pound for pound is what? You know that he undisputed. Look, if I fuck all the ugly bitches that never had their dick, the way I put it down, I could say that I'm the undisputed king of making every woman come, but look at the gathering making come, and they fine and ugly and never had a person like me, chacho, bro. Dime, my friend. You know what we gotta do? Saludo, mi gente. You know what we gotta do? You know what we gotta do? You know what we're gonna start talking about? You know what? You know what we're gonna do now. Let's talk about, let's make a new requirement in the pound for pound list. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it tonight. And I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. We're gonna do a real pound for pound list. No holds bar, no biasness, no nothing, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna talk about who the pound for pound that fights other pound for pound fighters. We're gonna talk about it like that. Yeah? We're gonna have to talk about it like that because for real. You know? I'm not saying I'm not taking nothing away from Buck Crawford. I do believe that he probably have the best skill set, the more tools in the toolbox. He's probably the most prestige boxer, technical boxer here right now in the present time. But you walked into a prestige division that they don't gotta take no pay cuts for you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Hey, Space. That's good. That's what people don't want to understand, to keep it real. I understand that Buck Crawford is a hot commodity when it comes to skills. But he walked into a prestige division. He walked into a prestige division that these guys don't have to submit their purse for Bud. Let's be honest, let's be clear. I'm sorry, Bud, but you walked into a prestige division that has a Manny Pacquiao that don't have to take no pay cuts for Bud. That Earl Spence don't have to take a pay cut for Bud. That even Keith Thurman that don't have no belts have to take a pay cut for Bud. That Sean Porter don't have to take a pay cut for Bud because he can get a rematch with Danny Swift Garcia and get money. He can get a rematch with Earl Spence, who's in position in the WBC, and he can get a rematch with Keith Thurman, in which a lot of people feel like that's one of the best fights of this past young decade. In reality, whether people want to say, oh, these PBC shit and blah, 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 in reality, they don't got to budge for Bud. Bud walked into the welterweight division, and you needed to play. You needed to think strategically if you really wanted those fights. Because you didn't have to sign that extension. You did not have to sign that extension, but you got $4 million guaranteed purse, in which the guys at the PPC, they don't get that guaranteed purse. So this is what I'm saying. Bud, you don't have to budge. You don't have to budge. I'm not asking you to take a pay cut, but for those people, I want y'all to understand that there's a lot of fights in the sport of boxing, in the history of the sport of boxing, and you know what? We're not going to get every fight we feel like we deserve. And if they not selling the fight, let's just stop talking about it. If they not selling the fight, let's just stop talking about D-Style in the building. What's good, my brother? My fault, I saw the super chat earlier. My fault. You know when I get going, my brother, I get me loqueo. Ya tú sabes, mi hermano. D-Style. Everybody subscribe to D-Style Boxing inmediatamente. Everybody right now, okay? Hey, atención. Subscribe to D-Style Boxing. Coñazo, everybody. Thank you, my brother. My fault. I missed that thing. I missed it last time. The whole thing was flickering and stuff like that. Rap started boxing knowledge. What's good, my friend? And you know that it sucked that we need to, because I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those, those voices that I want to preserve, especially the great fighters. I want to preserve. I don't like when people trying to go after the Canelo. I don't feel like people need to go after the Spence or even the Bud or even the Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or even the Deontay Wilders of the world, even though that I understand why people are as mad of how he took his loss. Or even the Lomachenko, in which I know a lot of people was mad at how he took his loss. Or even any other fighter that can't take a good loss, because in reality, there's a lot of fighters that can't take a loss. I mean, I'll be surprised if a fighter know how to take a loss. I'm surprised when another fighter loses and he takes the hand of another fighter and be like, he hit the champ right here. He beat me up. Very good. We got a responsibility. What is our responsibility? That most of us are hardcore boxing fans. What are the responsibilities of a hardcore boxing fan? If we love the sport of boxing, and you know, especially in America, that this used to be the #1 sport in America, and now we hardly even mention in the mass media platform. We need to preserve our sport. And by preserving our sport, it's us to preserve the guys and the gals that is the elites of the sport. The more that we downgrade and downplay and disrespect, especially those, I believe that no fighter should be disrespected because they put their life on the line for pure entertainment. But if we do not preserve the great things that's happening that's being done in the sport, that the casuals that walk in which you blame, which I don't blame. I do not blame no casual for ruining our sport, because the casuals don't know ish. The casuals come once in a blue moon when there's a big fight and it's marketed that way. Bunny Badass, man, I just had a debate in the chat about Canelo versus Bud. Do you know people actually think Bud can beat, not just beat, but KO Canelo? I mean, what the F? Hey, this is what I mean, my brother. Good looking out, appreciate it. This is the estupidez, my friend. Estupid gente over there, my friend. And this is what I mean. Hardcore boxing fans can't sound like we don't know what the F we're talking about. That's the problem. So when the casuals come in, well, let's see. I mean, I want to know more about boxing. What? That Canelo could lose to Bud? Is it but 147? And then they go to their friends and be like, yo, no, Canelo will lose to Bud Crawford. I mean, Manny Pacquiao will beat the shit out of Triple G. I mean, you know, we got some type of responsibility, man. And that's to keep it real, and to keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. And yes, be good. Yes, have your favorite fighter, but also with your favorite fighter. A lot of people know my favorite fighters. My favorite fighters right now ain't doing nothing. So trust me, people know my favorite fighters. Yeah, I like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I like Boo Andre. Boo Andre is not, the business has failed him. But I do believe that if he gets a chance, he'll beat a lot of these dudes. Elite dudes. But what can I say? Do I like the William fights? I really don't like that fight. One of my favorite fighters is Gary Russell Jr. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. So trust me, I'm not this guy that's very like biased. If I shit on I don't shit on them, but I critique them as well. People be like, yo, but Punch, you only like the Latino fighters. No. I see boxing. I love boxing. I see what I see. I know what I know. I understand the pulse. I understand who's doing their thing. I understand who's not, or who should take a step up. We know it. I'm not in the business of debating, of trying to bring one boxer down just so I could beat you in a debate. No, that's not my shit. Yo, Punch, but you should go out there and debate this. I ain't trying to debate this, because you know what debate does? It's me putting down a fighter that I don't really need to put down, but for me to beat you in a debate. What did that do for the sport of boxing? What did that do for the viewers? Now we can have a dialogue. Good looking now, Alexis. I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless. Now, there's a lot of people out there that love debating and love to, if you do debating Bud Crawford, you're debating Earl Spence, you want to say how good is Earl Spence and how bad is Bud Crawford, and vice versa. Now, let's have a dialogue. Let's talk like we know boxing. Come on. Let's talk like we know boxeo, like we know the history of it. We did not get Mike Tyson versus David Tua. We did not get Marquez versus Morales. We did not get Triple G versus versus Andre Ward. We did not get a lot of these fights that probably should have happened. We wanted to see Tito Trinidad with other fighters. We wanted to see Aaron Pryor with other fighters. We wanted to see these other fighters and, other fights. It didn't come through fruition. It happens. This is going to be, I've been saying it for 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, the Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, it's not going to happen. This is why I'm not frustrated. And like I said, countless of time, right now, boxing is not in the state of 2015. We don't know the future of the sport of boxing. The boxing right now has great momentum. We're not talking about right now. We know what's the prestige division in the sport of boxing. It's the heavyweight division, the middleweight division, the welterweight division, the lightweight division. We understand that those are the richest division in the sport of boxing, the most luxurious division in the sport of boxing. But guess what? The 102, the 22, 118 division, the 122, 128, 26, the 130 is stacked. The 135 is stacked. The 140 is very interesting. The 147 is still interesting. The 154, we don't know who's going to win. That's like watching the NFL. We don't know who's going to come out and win. 160 got prestige champion. I just want them to get it, stop abandoning the middleweight division and thinking about guys in the 168. The 168 division is prestige. The 175 is good with Pavard and Beterbiev. The cruiserweight, we just saw the cruiserweight this weekend. Yo, and the heavyweight division is alive and well. Baby, boxing is alive, baby. I am hype. And for you that say that boxing, oh my God, it's dead. It's dead. And I'm frustrated. Your mindset is dead. You don't know shit about boxing, but at least you could be here in Punch From Boxing or any other channel out there that break things on boxing logically and objectively. You could appreciate what's going on in the sport of boxing right now. Stop sticking to 5 fighters or 4 fighters that you only want to talk about and dictate boxing, the whole boxing world, the world of boxing, because this is a world sport. It's so much shit going on in the sport of boxing. There's women boxing. We see Clarissa Shields pay-per-view debut. We see Jessica McCaskill and the rematch with Cecilia Breaker. We're going to see Amanda Serrano this week. Primetime, NBC, highlighting. We're going to see Natasha Jonas, Katie Taylor. We're going to see next week, we're going to see Dillian Wayne Pavelski, ladies and gentlemen. Boxing is good. Boxing is great. Boxing is amazing. But if your mind is still stuck on Deontay Wilder, we're going to see the trilogy. And if we don't get the trilogy, boxing is horrible. Oh my God. Fuck boxing. And fuck the WBC. And fucking Anthony Joshua when they're going to fight. They haven't set a date. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. They haven't set a date. Who the fuck don't you want to see the undisputed heavyweight championship fight? If you don't want to see that, you are not a boxing fan. You are not a boxing fan if you see any channel out there not pumping the undisputed of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Unsubscribe to their channel right now because they're not boxing fans. They're not boxing fans. You're not walking into a boxing channel. You're not walking into a boxing channel. Unsubscribe to them. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your efforts. Stop taking time away from your kids and your wife and your significant other. Stop it to listen to these bull crap of quote unquote boxing fans. They are not boxing channel. If you walk into a boxing channel and they're not pumping Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, they are not a boxing channel. Don't waste your time. Facts. Anybody want to debate that with me? I'll send you the link right away. You are not a boxing fan. You ain't not a boxing channel. You ain't not a boxing independent media or mass media. You are trying to come. You are a cancer to boxing community. You are a cancer. You're doing it for your own. You are opportunists. You're doing it for your own self pockets. You're not here for boxing. You're not here to uplift the sport. You're not here to uplift the fighters. You're not here to uplift nothing but your bank account. Facts. And if you see anybody in those channels, they're not real boxing fans either. You can't be a boxing fan if you don't want the undisputed heavyweight championship bout. Hey, you're not a boxing head. You don't like boxing. You just entertained by people talking shit about somebody else. That's it. Say the truth. You're entertained. You're entertained with bullshit. You entertain like Love and Hip Hop or something like that. And the girl just throwing waters around, always fighting and shit like that, and always bickering and fighting. You're not into boxing. You're not into boxing. Don't waste our time. Oh, but you know what? Wilder's gonna stop this. And Wilder, everybody knows I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. But even if Deontay Wilder gets granted a trilogy, my brother, please step back for the greater good of boxing. Just like we want Jack Catterall in 140 to step aside for the greater good, right? Just like we want, even though that we know that Alexander Usyk is a prestige fighter, but we even want him to step aside. Whoa. Alexander Usyk, I know you're the WBO mandatory. You're undisputed in the cruiserweight. I know you want to accomplish your dreams. I know. I feel you, my brother. I feel you, but please step aside so we can rock this. You know what the WBO is doing? They're doing everything possible so we could get this matchup. But there's a lot of entities out there that call themselves and crying and bitching and being like bitter, like bitter baby mamas in family court. No, it can't happen. He cheated. No, he should not get what he wants. He should not get what's coming to him. He should not get praise. No. We don't want to see undisputed. We don't want to see. You got daddy issues. You a bitter bitch. If you don't want to see the undisputed heavyweight, you are a waste. You are a beta male. Hold up, I mean particular channels, but I don't agree with all. Stalled me out, cuz. I don't agree. No. But that's what I say, yo, Bunny Badass. I could say they could be entertaining because they're dumb. It's also entertaining when you see. Look, there's a lot of dumb shit that we like to see. Hey, I like to see the movie Dumber and Dumber. I see it, but it's funny, you know. So I'm not saying that. Watch it and take it in for their words and be like, oh my God, what he said is actually smart. Wow, I love this channel. No, watch the channel to entertain and laugh and how dumb they are. Shit, I'll do it too if I got the time. You heard what he said? That he don't, we was so, think about it. When it came down to, let's say, we was like, yo, what? Really? The glove kick, the water and stuff, and all these excuses. We like, yo, nah, man, what the hell is going on? But over time, it became comedy, right? Over time now, you see them talk about it, and you see like, well, you know the 4 knuckles there. Or when you see a guy says that he still got a dent right here in his cheek, it becomes funny. Because it's like, how low can you go? How low can you go? You just see them drown in their own narrative. It's actually entertaining. So I understand. I'm not saying don't watch them, because if you want to laugh, you want some pure entertaining, you should, go. Check out, you want to laugh, check out how low can they go. What's good, man? Facts only, great job, Punch. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, my brother. God bless again. I know. I'm not saying don't watch them. Cause man, if I want a good laugh, I know where to go. I know where to go. I know. That's like if somebody got caught cheating and you're watching the TV and he or she comes with all the excuses in the world, we wouldn't laugh because damn, how low can they go? Man, Charlo and Crawford running from a pair of Mexican, actually. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know, right? I mean, that's the way it looked like. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Oh, man. You see Canelo Alvarez, he goes fight Triple G. But he didn't fight Charlo. No, because it was Charlo in 160 that was the boogeyman, right? Was it Charlo the boogeyman or was it Triple G the boogeyman? I mean, we all know boxing right here. Come on, people. Was it Charlo or was it Triple G the boogeyman in 160? Huh? Talk to me. Oh, when he beats Triple G. Oh, well. He didn't want to fight Charlo. Who has more prestige? Huh? Charlo or Daniel Jacobs? Oh, when he beat him, well, he doesn't want to fight Black Fight. No, because Daniel Jacob is from Russia. Huh? Daniel Jacob is from Russia. He's Russian. He just darkened his skin. Right? He did the opposite of what Sammy Sosa did. Huh? Daniel Jacob is Russian. Mayweather is Korean. Huh? Austin Trout is from Bosnia. Right? Shane Mosley, he's from Antarctica. Yeah. No. Canelo never fought anybody from, he never fought a black fighter. No. No, he never fought a black fighter. He runs from black fighters. He runs. Because he never did it. No. Lara is Japanese. But I understand when you in the top of the food chain, I understand. Because when you in the top of the food chain, you're always going to vote. If you go pick somebody, you're going to voice somebody. If Canelo Alvarez go to the 160 and he picks Charlo, you going to say, what about the Demetrius Andre? Well, Demetrius Andre had the Olympic pedigree. He's harder. If he picks Demetrius Andre, you're going to say, well, Demetrius Andre haven't fought anybody. But Charlo was a better opponent. Right? If he fights David Benavidez, you gonna say that David Benavidez, yo, he's unprofessionalism. You already know he probably was sniffing or whatever, doing coke while he didn't fight Caleb Plant. And then if he fights Caleb Plant, you're gonna be like, but why he's scared of David Benavidez? If he fights them both, you're gonna be like, oh, what about Edgar Berlanga? He knocked everybody out. But then if he fight Edgar Berlanga, you're gonna be like, but he's green. If he fights Billy Joe Saunders, you're gonna be like, oh, no. I mean, who Billy Joe Saunders be? Whatever Canelo Alvarez does is not enough. Whatever Canelo Alvarez does is not enough. But I'm going to tell you like this. Wake up, mother effers. He's 4th Division World Champion. He's 30 years old. He's a walking Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter what you think anymore. Get it together. Sound logically. Put that hate to a side because, man, please, I hope you guys and you gals do not teach your children to hate the way that you hate. Because they're watching. They're watching y'all. Trust me. And their kids and their friends is watching you too. And they're going to be like, yo, my man, your father is a fucking liar. They go to school and be like, I saw your daddy in fucking YouTube. Your daddy's a fucking liar. My dad said this and that. How the fuck you going to say your daddy talk about Canelo like that? Shit, you a fucking liar. And this is what it is. People don't think they got responsibility. They don't think that people are looking at them. I understand. I understand the money could be good. I understand that probably your how you say it, the money that you may be gaining in this YouTube streets, you're probably paying your half of the rent, your whole rent, your mortgage, your car note, putting your kids through school. So I understand. Maybe it's hard to pull back. It's hard. I know. So damn, I gotta keep this bullshit going. I really don't want to talk about this bullshit. I am lying. That's when you see guys, you know what I'm saying, like taking a break, having mental breakdowns because they can't handle being a bullshitter. Who could live with themselves, lying to themselves every day and look at themselves in the mirror? Huh? We know all that. You know it hurts. Have mental breakdowns. Now, with Bud Crawford, we got to see what's going to transpire when his contract runs out, right? Bunny Badass, good looking out, my brother. I honestly never liked Canelo, but I can't deny the man is the truth. I see he gets the Floyd treatment. When he was king, he will never be enough. True. And look, I'm gonna tell you like this: this is an American culture. Right? And this, it has nothing really to do with black, Latino, Russian, or whatever. When it comes to American culture, if you're an Americanized individual, whatever race you come from, whatever your parents or whatever country they're from, but if you are Americanized, let me tell you like this: the culture in America is to hate whatever is good. If you Google right now, and Google right now and Google the most hated athletes, what you're going to see is the best athletes in America. You're going to see the Tiger Woods in the world. You're going to see the LeBron James in the world. You're going to see the Kobe's in the world when he was alive. The most hated athletes is the best athletes. Because it's a culture of hate. The culture in America when it comes to sport is to uplift you when you want to come up. When you the projected person, athlete, right? And then when you get to that level, now is to bring you down and take everything you did from stepping up. This is what we do in the sport of boxing. Look, we love Boots Ennis right now. Does Boots Ennis get critiqued? Nah. Does Vergil Ortiz really get critiqued? Nah. Does Shakur Stevenson really get critiqued? No. No, young fighters, no, Brandon Lee knocking everybody out. But then, when they get to the championship level, now is, who have you done? What have you done to get here? And now they're trying to bring you down. And then when they bring you down, this is what America, the culture of America loves to do. The media, we love the Cinderella story. So it's to bring you all the way up, to tear you down. And then let's see if you have the strength to come back up so you could be a Cinderella story. And this is what America loves, right? They did it with Tiger Woods. They did it with Kobe Bryant. They do it with Michael Jordan. They try to do it with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? With the gambling stuff. They try to do it with Derek Jeter with the taxes in Florida. They tried with Derek Jeter. Even that Derek Jeter is beloved. Don't remember, they tried it with Derek Jeter as well. The taxes in Florida. Michael Vick. Even though that Michael Vick was doing his thing and killing the... one of the cousins, I should have took that fall. Those are pieces of shit. I'm gonna talk about that a little. I'm gonna talk about that right now, especially when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis. Because with Gervonta Tank Davis, I know that a lot of people feel like they want to tear him down. And of course, people made the stupid decision in their lives. I made stupid decisions in your life. You made stupid decisions in your life. I'm not here to tear down any man, but I'm gonna tell you like this: if you supplying your whole crew with money, with rent, with clothing, with cars, with women, going to the club, and all of it, supplying everything, putting your peoples on. And when you get in trouble, your people do not step up to take that thing. Yo, my man, Gervonta Tank Davis, hey, déjalo en banda. You know what that means? Leave all your peoples. Take them all back to Baltimore. If nobody picked up that type of charge and where they could spend $1 million, one year, my brother go, yo, my man, do this for me, man. I know I ran, I crashed the car, but you, my man, I've been, you know, I got you, my brother. You know, I got you, man. I'm Gervonta Tank Davis, boy. I'm like, let me take this 1 year, less than 1 year. By the time I come out, I'm set. Because he's the bank. I mean, I'm from the street. I think I would have done. Hello, I'm not expecting to take nobody's fault, but you know. Anyway, yo, Matt. You can see these channels when the lies are too ridiculous. They start yelling and they start trembling, and you go across. yeah, I know. They start with the mute button too, and they time people out. God damn it, he knows the truth. Fuck it, we gotta keep him off the chat. We gotta keep him off the chat, right? Shout out to Black and Brown Boxing. Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Everybody subscribe to D-Style Boxing. Subscribe to G-Funky Boxing. Subscribe to Rap Star Boxing. Knowledge Boxing. UK Boxing. Subscribe to UK Boxing. UK 47 Boxing. Hope I'm not missing any of the Major Key Boxing as well. Who else? Raw Boxing TV. What's good, man? Was a good show earlier with Raw Boxing TVs. Go check out the playback, y'all. Go check out the playback. Tito. Haney's ex exposed him and said he liked his lettuce tossed. Oh shit. Is that the new shit? You see? I ain't trying to go personal like that, man. Tito, you got some news? Oh Lord. Good looking out, Tito. And look, because we are all about positivity as well. I'm not here to drag any boxer down. You know? I'm not here to drag no Gervonta Tank Davis down. Because at the end of the day, this is the boxing community. And what we want to do in the boxing community, even though when these guys are going through tough times and hard times, I don't expect people to be perfect. I don't expect people to come from the background or the upbringing. The unfortunate upbringing is that most of us have to come by. You already, whether people like it or not, Gervonta Tank Davis is already a successful young man. Now, can he sustain that position of being successful? There's not a lot of guys. This is a world sport, ladies and gentlemen. To become a world champion, regardless if you like, so too many belts, to become a world champion, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So now it's sustaining that. See, it's so hard to make it there, but it's harder to sustain that position. It's a short career. Good looking out, my brother. It's a short career. You understand what I'm saying? Though it's going too fast. You want to spend the type of money. You don't even know how to count the money. I'm going to tell you, I said it once before. A lot of these individuals are money illiterate, financial illiterate. They never count the type of money they have. They need an accountant, and sometimes you need to hire an accountant for your own accountant because you don't know. You can't count that type of money. You don't know how to do your taxes. These are young dudes, and now they hire dudes that they don't even know. You understand? This is why in the sport of boxing, a lot of fighters get a lot of fighters, they get taken advantage of because they don't know. It's a secret society. It's a very, very, you got to focus on the sport of boxing. I mean, you got to focus on your tools. You got to focus on your skill set and training and things of that nature. You hire people to look after your finances, and probably those dudes, they in cahoots with the promoters. They in cahoots with those power plays in the sport of boxing. You still gonna get robbed. It's like the music industry, right? Hey, you gonna get robbed, but it's how deep they gonna rob you. Gervonta Tank Davis, the best that we could do. If you're a genuine human, if you're a genuine brother and you want to see this guy succeed, and you know for a fact, regardless of how you feel about Gervonta Tank Davis, he's a special talent, and has the tools. If it's nurtured, if it's worked on, that Gervonta Tank Davis is a special talent and has the possibility to become a Hall of Fame fighter. He has that type of skills. I don't want that skills to go to waste. I don't want the opportunity to go to waste. So me as a boxing fan, I would like him to, to work on, work on and rewriting the wrong, his mistakes, becoming a better man, becoming a better father, becoming a better role model. And I hope, and I think that, and I'm optimistic that he will be that. Shout out to Bud Crawford and him being a father, taking care of his wife, taking care of his, I think, 6 or 7 kids. That's honorable. You know one thing about the sport of boxing, I said it once before, that we in the culture and what they talk about fatherless children. But when you come to the sport of boxing, we see fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I'm always going to keep on saying that. I'm going to keep on saying that because you know what? I'm some kind of a father advocate. In the sport of boxing, fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. You got Bill Haney, you got Teofimo Lopez Sr., you got Ken Porter, you got Ghost Guerrero's dad, you got Angel Garcia, you got Floyd Schofield Sr., you got Gabe, you got Gabe Sr. You got all these entities in the sport of boxing, all these fathers that's doing great. Mayweather Seniors. It's beautiful to see the camaraderie with sons and fathers when it comes to this sport. And maybe there's other people that was unfortunate that didn't have a father to be there, to be groomed. But then we got to shout out those men that were signs of father figure to these fighters, like Calvin Ford in which I've done video and saying that Calvin Ford don't get enough credit. Because, and also, you know, these trainers that sacrifice their lives for these fighters. And we was talking about this in Black and Brown boxing. And, you know, there was disagreements and agreements when we talking about Andy Ruiz and his trainer and him getting fired. I'm for the trainers as well. I don't think that a trainer that once he worked with you and made you become a champion, made you accomplish your dream, then after that, when you have your downfall because of your fault, because remember, Andy Ruiz apologized to his trainer, apologized to everybody, then he gets fired once you a 7-figure type of fighter, because that's also what the trainer's been working you for. He should be compensated as well. Not when you become the top guy or getting that top dollar, and not because when you get top dollar, the trainer gets his top dollar. But now when you get to the top dollar, now you let him go? Nah, I don't respect that. I respect Andy Ruiz's ability and skill, but I don't respect that. I don't respect that. Especially when Andy Ruiz, you know that it was your fault. You know, so a lot of us, we got to give respect to these trainers as well. I'm not saying that a fighter should not seek to elevate his game, because at the end of the day, is a life or death type of sport. But also, you got to consider the sacrifices, because these trainers, sometimes they be with their fighter more than their own family. A lot of these trainers, they get divorces because they the first one in the gym, the last one in the gym, and it's not only that one fighter they working with. They working with a lot of fighters. So we also got to support the fighters. We also need to stop in this community and saying that this fighter should fire their father. That's one of the dumbest shit that I hear in this community, because we hear a lot of stupid ish in this community. The stupid shit of Angel Garcia should be fired by his own son, that Bill Haney should be fired by his own son, that Teofimo Lopez Sr. should be fired by his own son. You know why people think like this? Because we live in a community that is a fatherless community, and we don't think and we don't acknowledge how important a father is in their lives, right? We don't think about that. So when I hear the stupidity of people putting their sons in saying to fire your own father, you a piece of shit, in my opinion. Now you could say, bring in some new help. Bring in some new help. If you feel like, oh, Danielson Garcia, you know what? He needs some new help. How about you bring in help Angel Garcia? How about that? Somebody to come and help Angel Garcia, like rest in peace Richardson was doing Danielson Garcia. You know, Henry Garcia is still training his son. Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Garcia, don't give all the credit to Eddie Reynoso, but he's humble enough. He puts his ego to a side that he says, you know what? I want my son to the next level. I took my son to this level, and I want to expand, so I need Eddie Reynoso there. But guess who's still in his corner? You know, Errol Spence, his father is still in his corner, but he gave the Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? There's fathers like that as well. But to say that a son should fire their father, I think that you're a piece of shit. I'm not saying that you're a bad human being, but I think that you just don't get it. I think you just don't get the relationship of a father and son, because sometimes it's that voice. It's that voice. You may have the greatest trainer, but if there's no chemistry there, it won't work. You know, I want to see how Tony Harrison, shout out to Tony Harrison's dad, you know, rest in peace. Tony Harrison's going to be fighting, I believe there's going to be fighting April 17th. And it's going to be hard for Tony Harrison to have a new voice, a voice that's been there for his whole life. His father that passed away several months ago. It's going to be hard to, it's going to be hard to see him get instruction from another voice. You know, and I think it's going to be hard for him as well. I'm going to be looking at that fight, and I'm also going to be praying for Tony Harrison. So those are the little things that I wish that our community does change, grow a heart for, man. Stop trying to break this father and son stuff. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because these fathers did whatever they have to do. They sacrificed. A lot of these fathers, Shout out to Harris. Shout out to Lolo Harris' dad. That he was in Major Key Boxing and we was chopping it up as well. Shout out to these fathers that also sacrificed their time for their sons to reach this type of level because they successful already. Shout out to Benavidez Sr. Shout out to Robert Garcia's dad. Shout out to all these fathers, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy. And sometimes these fathers are doing so much for their son to succeed, they have to push that father. They have to work that father and trainer stuff. And sometimes they clash. You know? It's hard. They gotta learn how to channel. Some great fathers know how to channel that. So, man, look. I think with Bud Crawford, let me go a little bit back to Bud Crawford. I think that was I don't think that was a fair statement by Bud Crawford. I think that I think he's giving some ammunition to the narrative of that Canelo Alvarez doesn't fight black fighters and it's creating this division. You know what I'm saying? It's creating this division. And I think that is a disservice to the community, is a disservice to because there's a lot of people that don't give a damn. They want to capitalize off this division. They want to capitalize. They use this as the way the politicians use it. They want to divide us. They want that. So Bud Crawford just gave ammunition to a narrative, to a toxic narrative. And this is why I'm pissed off with Bud Crawford. I'm not pissed off with Bud Crawford because he's not fighting Earl Spence. I'm not pissed off with Bud Crawford because, he's not fighting the fighters that we wish he fights. No. I believe that Bud Crawford is a pound-for-pound fighter. I believe that Bud Crawford is a future Hall of Famer. I believe everything, but I respect Bud Crawford to the fullest. I just think that he did a disservice and he's giving ammunition to a toxic narrative. And that's why I'm pissed off of Bud Crawford, because there was no need to say that Canelo Alvarez is shying away from black fighters. Because if anything, Bud Crawford, you should look at your own resume before you talk. Maybe you're shying away from the best black welterweight in the division. Why are you shying away from Earl's Truth Spence? Why are you shying away and giving Sean Porter pennies compared to what he could get? That's a slap in the face. Huh? Why don't you hook up your brother up, your friend up? You should tell Bob Arum, how dare you, because you're Sean Porter's friend. But you should go into that office and be like, Bobby, you better give my boy that money. Those are the type of fights that should be easy. That should be a slap in the face for you too, because Sean Porter says that you his people, that you his friend. So you supposed to speak for your friend and be like, you know what? Let's break this bread together because you my friend. Go into that office and be like, how, Bob, you going to give Kell Brook $2 million and Sean Porter is way more relevant and you pushing pennies in his face. I know $1 million is not pennies. I'm just talking, How about those brothers? How about those? Look. And if people want to talk about this race stuff, how about y'all brothers? Because there's a lot of brothers that's prestige in the sport of boxing. I want to see Demetrius Andrade and Charlo fight. Huh? I don't want to hear this excuse. Nobody needs to pander to no fan base. I see a lot of great fights. I see a lot of great fights with Mexican versus Mexicans. I see a lot of great fights with Hispanic versus Hispanic, Latino versus Latino, blacks versus black, white versus white, whatever. Bivol versus Better Beef. Both of them, I see a great fight with them. Fight! Don't try to blame on another fan base or no. In the middleweight division, the most marinated fight in the sport of boxing. Listen to me. The most marinated fight in the sport of boxing today is not Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. It's not Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. It's not Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. It's actually Demetrius Andrade versus Jamar Charlo, which they've been chopping it up since 2014. That's the most marinated fight in the sport of boxing. That fight needs to come to fruition. Come on, brothers. Make that fight happen. Let's go. That's the fight that needs to happen for y'all legacy. Don't piggyback off Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez could retire right now and he become a Hall of Famer. Don't piggyback. Y'all got a legacy right there in front of y'all faces. Let's go. Unification. Jamar Charlo said that he wants to unify. There is one man that you should be unifying right now, and that's Demetrius Andrade. You don't want that fight. You ain't thinking about that fight. You don't want to unify. You don't want to unify. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we call out the cap. It's too many Captain Americas out here. Too many Captain Americans. Captain American. It's time to knock out the cap out their damn head. Stop capping. Because you know what? Us, the boxing fans, we're not falling for it anymore. We're not. I want to respect all the entities in the sport of boxing. Because I love the sport of boxing. I love fighters. More than they warriors, more than they gladiators. They put their life on the line for the pure entertainment. I love fighters. I love fighters. But fighters and the sport needs to stop disrespecting our intelligence. Because we are the consumers. We are the one that keep it alive. We are the one, the hardcore boxing fans are the one that keep it alive. And you keep on shitting on us. Espanol Mexican man. Good looking out, my brother. I don't know. I don't care. Send me the link of it. Put it, email it to me. Difference Mayweather stood in the pocket several times and meet Canelo. Good looking out, my brother. I appreciate it. Teddy Atlas is your best argument for Canelo losing. That nigga said Canelo lost every other fight. He said the loss both. Man, look, I've said it before. Teddy Atlas, whatever work that he's done in the sport of boxing, good, but he's a hater too. He's been hating on Mike Tyson ever since the day one anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we got other minds in the sport of boxing. We got minds. We got people that follow the sport of boxing. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Too much capping and narratives in boxing. Yes. Too much capping. Too much narrative. And what they doing, they insulting our intelligence, y'all. They insulting our intelligence, bro. Whether we all channels out here, whatever, and you disagree or agree, you don't like me, you don't think I like you, and all that sissy terminology. Like I ain't never saying you to another dude, I don't like you. That sounds homo to me. But I'm saying you don't gotta agree in our content. But you know and I know that these individuals, these personnels, they look at us like we're dummies, bro. They cap all day, they lie all day long. They want us to pull out informations out. They want us to anticipate something that's never gonna happen. Yet we're the one that keep it alive. Yet we're the one that's want to argue amongst ourselves. We need to change that shit, bro. What's good, bro? What's good, Horace? What's good, my brother? The guy. For all interviews, my brother. Good looking out. I appreciate it. The guy. When are we all collectively? Because I know we all know the truth, bro. I know there's people out there that need to spin the narrative. I know there's money out there for y'all to spin the narrative. I know, I understand. But when are we all collectively gonna say, you know what? We love boxing so much, but these boxing people are trying to insult our intelligence, and that's effed up. Punch, if somebody fuck your money up, you will be salty too. Hey, you know what, SG? I don't know if salty is the word, but I will go directly to that person who's trying to F my money up. You feel me? I will go directly to the person, right? If I'm trying to F his money up. Because at the end of the day, I look at it like this. We try to preserve the sport of boxing. We trying to preserve the sport of boxing. And I believe with truth. I believe with truth, with great content, with great deliveries, it doesn't matter. People would always go to the truth. You understand what I'm trying to say? They're always going to go to the truth. It doesn't matter. We can have, look, this croissant is all wasted. We could talk about this croissant. And you could talk, and I'm going to give you this croissant, and you're going to get this croissant. Everybody going to give you croissant. But who's going to break this down? Who's going to deliver and sell this better than anybody? But keep it real that the ingredients here is all true. You could deliver it all different ways, but keep it truth. Deliver the content, because at the end of the day, we here to preserve. This is what I did, and this is why I take it serious, y'all. I have friends. I have two friends who have died in that ring, sparring. Not even in the actual fight, sparring. I know the seriousness of this sport. This is why I take boxing serious. This is why I have the passion the way I have the passion. Back in the days I go to an amateur fight, I'll fight somebody who calls a fighter a bum. Because you don't know the heart and the determination and the light that they put in that ring. You don't know the sacrifices they do. So when I hear people calling a fighter a bum, or I hear people calling a fighter a pussy, yeah, I take it personal. I take it personal. I love this sport. God damn it, I don't think nobody loves this sport the way I love this sport. I speak for the fighters all day effing long. You come with that bullshit and the bullshit narratives and the bullshit and you pushing these falsehoods. When these guys and these gals risk their lives, I have a problem with that. And when people want to capitalize off it, that's blood money that you're capitalizing. You're capitalizing off lies. But at the end of the day, you capitalizing off this is blood money right here. No money dictates my life. God's will dictate my life. Money is nothing. Money comes and goes. You got the good talent, money will come. This is boxing, folks. This is not basketball. This is not handball. This ain't volleyball. This ain't golf. This is boxing. People risk their lives in that ring. I would not capitalize off their blood, sweat, and tears like that. I would not diminish them like people do here. Yeah, it's serious like that. It is serious. This is why when you see a fight and you be like, oh shit, yeah. When that person get knocked out, you stay quiet, you stay shut. You know why? Because the humbleness creeps up on you. You know how serious it is. When you see Miguel Burchett and you see Oscar Valdez, the way he knocked out Miguel Burchett, how you stood. Oh shit. Wow. Damn. I hope he gets up. Right? Because you know how serious it is. But then to lie on boxers and to lie on the sacrifice that these guys made, calling a bum. Who are you to call these fighters a bum? As a matter of fact, you capitalizing off them. In the end of the day, it's these boxers that's giving us the content. So if a guy like me and this channel, which I created this channel to be another instrument to these fighters, to these boxing personnel. And let's say, for example, a humble person throw in and gives me a super chat and donates a super chat. I super chat because of that fighter that risked his life. I got that because I deliver content, but I'm delivering content of fighters that risk their lives for our pure entertainment. The sad thing about it is that there's a lot of people out there that don't give a damn about these fighters, really. They don't give a damn about these fighters. And that's sad. Ronald Finkel, good looking out, my brother. Appreciate you, man. God bless. You watching basketball and we talk about LeBron James is out for a couple of weeks for a sprained ankle. Oh, shit, yo. What about the playoffs? Is he going to be back in the playoffs? In boxing, we're like, yo, Zab Judah he has a brain leak in his brain. And he has to go through emergency surgery. That's boxing. Pichardo Colon is right now learning how to walk after these years that he took that punishment in the ring. That's boxing. Life Logic, what's good, my brother? Good looking out. Appreciate it. Life Logic, Mr. Moonshine. When we talking about Mark Breeden and his sacrifices that he did in that ring, and then when he throws in the towel, and then you got people, they have the audacity to call this man a coon and all the derogatory name that you could think of. That's effed up. Those people are cancer to our community. They're straight up cancer. They're straight up beta males. They're straight up losers. Losers. That's the problem. Now, if you don't love boxing, you're going to listen to me, or you're going to listen to others that truly love the sport, and you're going to be like, man, F punch. I don't give a damn what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying, right? Regardless if you like me or not, you know what I'm saying is truth. If you want to capitalize off these boxers, at least be fair to them. Because at the end of the day, it's blood money. It is blood money. Exactly, G-Ball. Pachorda Colon, trying to get his mind right. Yeah, man. Put it up there. Put Akaka TV there. Trying to capitalize off of religion as well. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Akaka TV. You trying to capitalize off your religion too? Trying to capitalize on faking it, lying to the people, using Islam. You fake, using God's name to push your narrative, your fake narrative. You should be ashamed of yourself. Come over here to Punch Drunk Boxing and let me expose you. I will expose you, you fake Muslim. Any Muslim out there, do not support this fake dude at Kaka TV. He's a fake. He's a phony using Islam to push this false narrative. I respect all my real Muslims out there and Islamic. Love the religion. This man is using the religion. He's using the people. He's a fake. He's a phony. And I will expose your ass. Come to Punch Drunk Boxing so I can expose your fake ass. You don't give a damn about Allah. You don't give a damn about these fighters. You a fake and a phony, and I dare you to come out of your fake ass household that you call yourself a channel. Come out here to Punch Drunk Boxing so I can expose your ass at Kaka TV. It's one thing that you told. It's one thing that you go and lie on these fighters. But when you lie and portray yourself as a man of God and you spit in the name of Allah, you're worse, double time as that. Punch the Mexican lot. Good looking out YouTube channel, YouTube school. I appreciate it. You will come out that place. You will come out your little channel. You will come to Punch Drunk Boxing real soon. I will smoke you out that little household that you got over there. I will smoke you. I'm tired of people like this in this community. Take that turban out your damn head. You fake. Who you think you fooling? Who you think you fooling? Shitty ass mother effer. And for you, my brother, who's feeding that bull crap on them, stop it. Because you as well want to convert. You're giving a bad name to the Muslims out there. You're giving a bad name to Islamic people out there. Stop using God. Stop using the Lord. Stop using Allah. You use the Father, now I'm coming after you. It's not about boxing. You use Allah, I'm coming after you. I will expose you, you piece of shit. I will cook you in boxing and I will cook you with scripture. And the more you go out there in falsehood, I will take it personal. Because when it comes to God, oh yes, I will take it personal. So if I was your ass, you better calm down with your stupid ass narrative. You better stop with your stupid ass lies. You better stop trying to defame fighters and discredit fighters by you pushing that narrative and using Allah in the name of Allah. He's a fake. Now, take that message to him. You come to Punch Drunk Boxing. Come to Punch Drunk Boxing. So I can set you straight. Let me be your brother. I'll be your brother. I'll set your ass straight. No, it's not about liking. It's not about liking. It's about disrespecting fighters and using Allah as his as a truth, as a if he's this God fearing man and lie on fighters and spin narratives and collect money under the table to discredit fighters and things of that nature. I don't respect it at all. I don't respect that at all. He's a mascot, and he's given a bad name to the Islam community. I don't respect that. Bro, sub just got a damn what happened. What's good, Gomez? What's good? What's good? Don't respect that. And I know a lot of Muslim men, individuals that don't respect that either. Bro, Boxing TV. Yeah. Soon he will show up. Soon he will show up. Talk all the ish that you want about boxing, but don't use Allah. Don't use Allah for falsehood, my brother. Now you taking it personal. Now it's personal. You use Allah's name to spit your falsehood. You keep Allah away from your channel. If you're going to talk lies, if you're going to speak lies, you keep them away from your channel, my brother. I'm telling you, I'm looking at you right now. You're going to watch this playback. Anybody go out there at Kaka TV, you better stop using Allah's name. Punch Drunk is going to come after you, my brother. You better stop with the BS. You fake Muslim, you better stop with the BS. You giving Muslim and Islamic people in the YTBC a bad name. You a fake and you a phony. Take that shit off your fucking head. You was a fake and a phony. Using Allah's to push fake narratives like if you some type of holy man. Johnny Blaze. People do anything for money, bro. People do anything for money. Deceive the people in the name of Allah. Just like a lot of preachers out there too. They would do anything. Knowing that the greatest gift, your wealth, is having God, having Allah in your heart. That's wealth. That's wealth. And anything that you get, anything that comes back to you, is the gift from God. That's the true wealth. That's the true super chat. You know what's the greatest super chat in the world? It's having God in your heart. Truly having God in your heart. I'm not saying to be perfect, because I'm not perfect as well. But I will not use God to capitalize and capitalize wrongly, lying on people, but yet using God's name as like if I'm holy. Those people are sick. There's too many people out there that are like that. This is beyond boxing. This is beyond boxing. Akaka TV. Straight from the West Texas, your channel is the truth. Thanks. I appreciate it. You the truth, my brother. We all brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. Yes. Hey, even in scripture is violence. Even in scripture is war. Even in scripture is war. Now, if you want to have a dialogue, you want to do right, and I'm going to tell you like this again. Yo, messing with these fighters is blood money. Be fair to these fighters. I'm not saying to not critique. I'm not saying you got to be a fan. Do right by the people. Your delivery will speak for itself. Truth will always prevail. Truth will always prevail. It's not about creating enemies. Sometimes you gotta challenge these people. You really gotta pull these people's curtains. Come, we have a dialogue. So I could expose the fake. So I could expose the money you getting under the table and who's pushing your narrative. I will expose you all. In the name of Allah, I will expose you all. What's up, Carlos? They did him a favor. Put it that way. No one cares about subscribers. Here, Gaga TV still a race baiting bum. He is a bum. Now he's more than just a race baiter. He's a religious baiter now. Also. So, ladies and gentlemen, look. A lot of great things happen in the sport of boxing. Let's preserve the great things. Let's preserve what's potentially to be great. A lot of young fighters is coming up, and they're going to take the world by storm. Boxing is not going to be the same 3-4 years from now, y'all. It's not going to be the same because these young fighters are understanding the business of boxing. They're understanding the technology of boxing. They're understanding how to promote themselves. Just like Kid Austin already got his own promotion. Just like Devin Haney got his own promotion. Just like Teofimo Lopez just got his own promotion. Now the Takeover promotion. Great entities in the sport of boxing are coming in. The Rick Rosses, the Jay Prince of the world. Eddie Hearn has wanted. He's not all about putting signing fighters to be under him, but also to be partnerships. Shout out to MTK Global. They're taking the whole boxing world by storm. And it's time for these Rhino promoters to get the hell out of boxing. If you do not want to respect these fighters, shout out to all the women out there. Our queens need our support. Great fights that's gonna be coming down real soon. Of course, again this week, Puerto Rico, NBC primetime. Amanda Serrano, 7th Division World Champion, pound for pound fighter, probably the best Puerto Rican. I'm not even gonna say just female, but I'm saying one of the best Puerto Rican fighters ever, and probably not even that, one of the best fighters ever. One of the best fighters ever, already in the Guinness Book of Records. She's trying to capitalize and earning her undisputed. She's in pursuit of that. Yo, great fight by Jessica McCaskill and Cecilia Breakers. Great fight by Chocolatito. I hope probably we could see the trilogy. And, let's praise these fighters. We're looking forward for Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, undisputed. Salute to Jack Catterall and stepping aside. Salute to the WBO from stepping that aside so we can get the undisputed heavyweight title of the world. Deontay Wilder, hope that he's in the gym and has a great comeback fight. Still supporting him to do great in the gym, great in the fights. He's still top 3 heavyweight in the world. Andy Ruiz, hope he has a great fight with Chris Arreola May 1st. Again, I already told to everybody they changed the date to May 1st. Shout out to my peoples that just was signed here in America. Hendry Martinez doing his thing. Shout out to Michelle Rivera doing his thing in the lightweight division. Shout out to Gary Cully as well from Ireland, which I call the Ghetto Wizard 2.0, Gary the Diva Cully, Kid Austin. Shout out to Rick Ross for the interview, the last interview. Good looking out, my brother. Hope that you're gonna be very successful in the sport of boxing. Shout out to Earl Spence. Hope that he's still getting better from the car accident and still striving to be the best man that he could be and trying to be the best father he could be. Shout out to his new son. Shout out to Jose Benavidez and his new and David Benavidez and his new child. Shout out, man, to everybody, yo. We a family. This is the hardcore boxing community. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. I don't care if we agree or disagree. I don't care if you like or don't like. Hope everybody's health is good. Hope everybody's health is good. Hope Akaka TV. I hope your health is good. But it's something that you need to fix, and it's something we gonna chop it up out here. We're gonna have to chop it up. Cause I don't like the shit that you pushing. You're very toxic in this community, and you're using Allah's name in vain. I don't like that. I don't like that little cartoon character that you're portraying. That needs to stop. That needs to stop, my brother. And everybody in this month, shout out to all the fathers. out there in the sport of boxing doing their thing and molding their sons from boy to young men, making them millionaires. Shout out to all the entities that's genuine good. Shout out to Gabe Flores and his pops. Yo, it's a lot of great things. Yoka, Tanaka, Uwe, his pops as well. And every system in the sport of boxing that don't get no love, and every boxers that is out there still risking their life, that they still don't get their shine. For all the boxers that still trying to working hard and risking their lives just to get signed, still fighting for free. Yo, boxing is a beautiful sport. Is a beautiful sport that is a humbling sport, is a lonely sport. Let's not, and when we see these guys going through mistakes or whatever, it's not about kicking them when they're down. These are boxers as well. They get punched in the head. They sacrifice their lives. We gotta have some type of respect and a heart for these fighters, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy for their family as well. And I pray for all these families. I pray for the family of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, his wife, his children, and these fighters that's still suffering and the fighters that's still suffering, from all the punishment that they have endured in the ring, that they have been forgotten. You got Wilfred Benitez. He's still alive, y'all. Let's pray for them when you do your prayers. You know what I'm saying? Keep their prayers up, man. I ain't get everybody, but everybody from past, future, and past, present, and future. Gonna pray for y'all and thank you for your services, man. You are the warriors. And everybody in the chat, I'm about to cut this one short. Tomorrow we're gonna go live. Again, shout out everybody doing their thing. God first, everything second, with one race, baby. One race. The only thing that makes us different is a bunch of whole different cultures. We like the buffet, baby, with the buffet. That's all, man. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.